This is not a political statement, okay? But I just want to say this. We're not getting into it, okay? But I got vaccinated for COVID, okay? Not a political statement. I'm not getting into any arguments. You didn't get vaccinated. I actually don't care. We're not going there. But I did get the vaccine. I got the Pfizer. I'm not a savage. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because actually I got vaccinated early because I am a cancer survivor. Thank you. Thank you. Which is totally true. I had testicular cancer when I was 24. I didn't think it really warranted getting an early vaccine, but anybody who ever had cancer was entitled, and so I went. Even though testicular cancer honestly is not a serious thing. Early detection, and you're not going to really have any problem other than you lose a testicle, right? And it's never been an issue in my life. I didn't get the fake one. A lot of people ask me, did you get the fake one? And I didn't want one. But right before the surgery, they offered me a silicone prosthesis, and I was like, well, why do men get one? And the surgeon said, well, a lot of men get it for cosmetic reasons. And I was like, cosmetic? What are you going to do to that? That is the least attractive part of the male anatomy. There's nothing aesthetically pleasing about the scrotum. You know? Never in my life was I ever with a lady and thought, I don't know how this is going. Wait a minute, I know what'll seal the deal. Wait till I unleash my wrinkled turkey's gizzard sack of love, and she will not be able to resist me. Gargle, 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 gargle. Plus, like, come on, women aren't really into balls. I mean, like, I'm sure some women enjoy balls, but, like, it's never like a deal breaker. Women are never like, oh, he's okay, but his balls, and I got his ball. You know, and, like, you know, I've never been a balls guy. Like, it's never been an issue only having one. People always say to me, like, oh, it must be awkward explaining to people that you only have one ball. And honestly, it's not awkward because most of the time, people don't even fucking notice. You know? Women aren't like fucking dying to get at my balls. You know? And I've never been a balls guy. I've never been somebody who fucking needed my balls played with, so it's never a case of like, hey, before you get at my balls, let me just let you know, I'm not a balls guy. You know? So it never mattered. In fact, I had full relationships where I never had to tell a woman I only had one ball. Yeah? Every now and then it was awkward because I'd be with a woman whose ex-boyfriend clearly was a balls guy. So suddenly she's all fucking up in my balls, thinking that I'm fucking loving it. But all I'm doing is getting more uncomfortable because I can tell she's looking for the other one and she's not going to find it. She's not going to find it. And you don't want to bring it up. At that stage, you don't be like, hey, listen, I had cancer. You don't want to bring up cancer when they're already at your balls. Things are going pretty well to ruin the fucking... You don't want them feeling bad for you when they're all up in your balls. But after a while, it's just like, Jesus Christ, she's not going to find it. Like, we got to move on. We got to move on from this. So I'm like, what's the matter? And she's like, there's only one. I'm like, what? What did you do to it? Spit it out. We got to find this. We got to find this thing. What can I say, man? I'm not a fucking balls guy, you know? Truth be told, I'm an ass guy. If you want to know what I like ass play. I'm an ass play guy. Have you ever had a finger in your ass, Lithuania? No, man, listen, you'll get no judgment from me because I love a finger in my ass. And I know that a lot of guys don't know how great a finger in your ass feels. And I get it, you know? Some guys don't know. Some guys have like a little, you know, internalized homophobia. They think it's like gay shit. You know, they're like, fucking, hey, nothing fucking going up there. Because a lot of men think the gay button is up there, and once it's pressed, that's it. There's no going back. It's like, bing, woo! I never knew. Wake me up before you go. Just feels good, man. Give it a shot. Well, listen, when I had testicular cancer in the year 2000, so I was 24 years old, and I was in Ireland, and at that time I had already, you know, started doing stand-up, so I had a little bit of a public profile, so there was a lot of news stories about me getting testicular cancer, which meant that a lot of people in Ireland knew that I had testicular cancer. And a funny phenomenon, if you're somebody who's had testicular cancer publicly, is you get a lot of men that will randomly come up to you, like on the street or in a pub, to ask you about their balls, right? Because men don't like going to the doctor, so they're like, oh, this guy had a lump in his ball. Let me tell him about my fucking lump. Like, I'm gonna be able to fucking diagnose them, right? But I'm fine with it because I want men to just go get checked. So I've always opened to men talking to me about their health, right? So I had a very interesting situation one time. I was in Cork in Ireland.